Hi, welcome to my channel. Today's video, living in the end, or trying to live in the end, attempting to live in the end. Attempting to live in the end and trying to live in the end is completely different from living in the end. And I'm just going to talk about the differences and what way you might want to go after watching this video. Okay, I'm an author, I'm a coach. All of my books are listed below and my coaching is available on my website. That's my standard bit of pattern. Okay, are you trying to live in the end? Because I talk to a lot of people that say, I'm trying to live in the end, and most of the time I am, but sometimes I really slip and I'm not. So why is it not happening when I'm living in the end? You're not actually living in the end. Living in the end, truly living in the end, is walking around living life as if you already have this thing. So inside you feel like you already have it, so you have no need for it on the outside because you already feel like you have it. That is truly living in the end. Trying to live in the end and trying to evoke the feeling of having it is a whole different energy. That is you trying too hard. So that is you actually, what you are really doing is kicking in more of the energy of not having it, because you're just trying too hard to make yourself feel like you have something when you don't. And it's just a whole different thing. And I think that is where a lot of confusion lies with living in the end, wish fulfilled. The only way that I can make that work for me, living in the end, is doing it for like 2 minutes at a time. Not even that. You could just do it for 30 seconds at a time. Be absolutely adequate. You do not need to walk around trying to pretend you already have that which you want, because the energy is out. It isn't actually the energy of living in the end. So doing it for short bursts of time like that gives you that feeling. You can kick that in for a couple of minutes, and then you just let it go. And that doesn't matter. That's all your subconscious needs. That's all reality needs in order to shift for you. It doesn't even need that, to be honest. You don't need living in the end. All you really need is the desire for something. That's all you really need, without the opposing energy. But living in the end and trying to live in the end, two completely different things. If you could take anything from this video, take that. Because if you are trying to live in the end, that is an energetic form. And then actually living in the end is another energetic form. They're not the same. They are simply not the same. If you are truly living in the end, you are not looking for your manifestation because you feel like you already have it. Okay, you know it's not in the physical 3D, but you're not bothered because you feel it inside. And if you feel it inside, you don't need to see it on the outside. This is a very short video and it's a bit of a filler, but really because it's really important, I really wanted to put this out there. So I'm not going to get Harry to put any after effects on it or anything like that. I'm just going to chuck it out there tonight as is, because I just thought about it then after having a couple of conversations with people during the week and going, that's not living in the end. Wish fulfilled is wish fulfilled. It's done, it's happened. Why would you be looking for it on the outside if it was done and it was fulfilled? You wouldn't be, would you? So if you are, then you're not living in the wish fulfilled. You're not living in the end. That is not the energy, and that is why it's not showing up, because you're not actually living in the end. And I do think we've got to be really careful with our mental health. We have to look after our mental health. And if you feel that your mental health is suffering because you're trying way too hard to live in the end and believe that something is real when it isn't, and you're actually knowing it isn't, it's not showing up for you, and you're stressing because it isn't showing up, and you're feeling more and more anxious, then don't do that to yourself. Just absolutely don't do it to yourself. It isn't necessary. None of this is necessary. Nothing is necessary at all. All really that's necessary is an intention, and to know that there are no real opposing thoughts to that intention. Did I say attention? I meant intention. Right, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, I'd love for you to do that.